Hey you guys, YouTube removed this video. I have re-uploaded it and removed the sensitive content.
Walking on a dream. How can I explain? Talking to myself. Will I see again? We are always running for the thrill of it, thrill of it. Always pushing up the hill, searching for the thrill of it. All along we are calling out and out again. Never looking down, I'm just in awe of what's in front of me. Is it real now? Too beautiful to come on. I can feel love. Too big.
Greetings from Jacksonville, Arkansas. Today is Sunday, June 30th, 2024, and the time is approximately 5:05 p.m. Y'all, I would like to discuss the 90-day fiancé happily ever after. The couple Angela from Georgia and Michael from Lagos, Nigeria. Y'all, I have been watching this. They should have a new episode today on Sunday. So before I even watch the new episode today, I want to cover just the heat of what's been going on here. So if you look at season 8, episode 14, Malice in the Wonderland, it says Angela confronts Michael about the incriminating evidence she found. And so I will be talking about not so much of that, but the very fact that he had his immigration case for his visa interview transferred from Lagos, Nigeria to Abidjan, Ivory Coast, to the Ivory Coast, which is a different West African country. I believe that maybe the process has been pretty slow for him to get his spouse visa. And so what I'm suggesting is, before I play the video, it's that Michael, before he makes a choice to come and permanently live with Angela, which we know that there's a significant age difference. It's okay if a woman is a little older than her man, but technically, I'm not trying to be judgmental, but you know, if you're like 23, 24, maybe 25 years older than your husband, then maybe, and your husband is young, maybe it may not be the right move or the right thing to do, because, you know, marriage is about growth, right? And how can you grow if there's no room to grow? But that's a story for another day. Y'all, why haven't Michael gotten a visa, a visitor's visa? So y'all, I'm going to play from season 8, episode 14, Malice in Wonderland. Here's a clip of Angela.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He's told all these people my personal income tax. All the I took for him, man. I go on his phone to look at this group he's on, and I'm in shock right now, everything that I found out. But I don't want to believe it until I'm absolutely certain it's the truth. I found an immigration lawyer to help me understand what my options are so I can protect myself and my family if there is some scamming going on. Hello.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Carcagna.
I'm Angela. I'm married to a Nigerian, and I'm over here in Africa with my husband. We're here in Abidjan. I had questions about why he's being held up with his visa. And in the process, today I found out stuff on his phone. Like, I'm in shock. I found out that Michael is in a damn freaking immigration group chat. It's Paradise Men. And then I found that he's Googled life insurance. Like, are you trying to kill me? This looks like a goddamn scam to me.
Interesting. I mean, you might just be assuming a lot of things. I mean, I don't know your history.
Well, we did a K1, got denied, and then we got married in 2020. So we have been waiting a long time since we got married, and he went yesterday for a spousal visa interview, and they wanted to know why did our K1 get denied, and they said they were going to contact Lagos, and they'll get back to him. They want to see why. What was the longest you've seen in the past them wait for this administrative process?
The longest I have seen is over a year, but I don't think it happened to your case because they told you specifically what they're looking to find out. But if you're considering it's a scam, then maybe you don't want the case to be approved because since you've been married at least 2 years already, once he enters on the immigrant's visa, he's a permanent resident and you're...
I know that.
Which means you'll be financially responsible for him. So that affidavit of support says that you will provide the intending immigrant any support necessary to maintain him or her at an income that is at least 125% of the federal poverty guidelines for his or her household. So basically, he could sue you, or if he ends up needing public assistance and using it, the government can sue you. And it's very clear that divorce does not end this obligation. So it's when either he becomes a U.S. citizen or it has worked and received credit for the 40 quarters of coverage under the Social Security Act, so that's 10 years. So you should really think about whether you do want to proceed, with this.
This is a nightmare. You're telling me that if I don't abide by the rules, Michael can sue me. Can you imagine? What I'm supposed to do right now? Just let him scam me more out of money? Michael jeopardizes my financial future. I'm not the only one that will be getting hurt. I have 6 grandkids. I've been looking out after them all my life, and I want to look after them after my life. And there's no way in hell that I would let anyone take my money from my family. Period. So, my question to you, is there any way I can personally go stop this at the embassy?
Yes, you could send them an email and tell them you want to withdraw your petition. But I think you would want to be sure that you want to do this.
I know. Yes, absolutely. Might be just overreacting because I can do that, but I need to make sure first what's going on.
Because it's already at the embassy, he's already done his interview. So make your decision as soon as you're able to.
Okay.
But at least I would have a serious conversation before you do that. Because once he withdraw your support of him, that route is going to be permanently closed.
I invested 7 years of my life waiting on Michael to get his visa to the U.S. There's nothing in it for me but luck. You don't just stop loving somebody. But what I can stop doing is being there for him. And I don't have to be his wife. I can love him over there till I get over him. Because after all, it doesn't look like he loves me at all.
Y'all, while I'm waiting on the next clip of 90 Day Fiancé, I believe this is season 8. It's season 8, episode 14 is what we're looking at, Malice in Wonderland. And that original air date was around June 16th, 2024. But y'all, I want to point something out while the commercial break is playing, or the ad, is that Michael has never, to my knowledge, as of today, June 30th, 2024, Sunday, Michael has never been to the continent of the United States of America. Now, most people, while they're waiting for, their visas to be approved, You know, in this case, it's the I-130 spouse visa. They generally would have made a visit to the United States. I noticed that Angela has traveled repeatedly to Lagos, Nigeria, and in this episode, they actually are in Abidjan, the Ivory Coast, as I pointed out, as Michael had his visa interview moved from the United States consulate in Lagos, Nigeria to Abidjan, Ivory Coast. Now, y'all, I have my computer pulled up, my laptop. As you can see, I have Google Visitors Visa Nigeria to USA. Okay, so my question is why is it that Angela always fly to Nigeria to visit Michael, and why hasn't Michael traveled to the United States to see Angela? Shouldn't he, get himself familiar with being in America, because there's a significant cultural difference. If he's insistent on, continuing this relationship with Angela, then he could, or at least should have come over on a visitor's visa to visit her. And I believe, if I'm not sure, her grandchildren, I know they're there a lot. I don't know if they live with her or not. And then she has her daughter, Skylar. And so I think that it would be a good idea for Michael to visit, just to see if it would be a good fit, instead of making a permanent decision to do something like this. I know that couples, there are a lot of couples that are interracial couples that, have different background and everything. But the thing is that I don't want to just, focus on age or anything, but this isn't like a case where Michael has a young wife like Kobe from Cameroon and Emily from Kansas on 90 Day Fiancé, in which they have two beautiful children, by the way. And I thought that Emily looked very beautiful at her West African Cameroonian wedding, however, so that's different circumstances. So let's see here. I'm going to click on U.S. Embassy Consulate in Nigeria. I need a new laptop, you guys. I'm clicking. My keypad doesn't want to work all the time because it's a bit loose. What I meant here is the key right here. The button is loose. See that? It all but pops out of there, you guys. I need a new laptop computer before this thing just completely gives way on me. So you guys, right here I have clicked on U.S. Embassy. Where is it? Where's the URL? Right there. usembassy.gov/visa. So it says U.S. Embassy Consulate in Nigeria. All right, so I'm gonna take a look at some of the requirements for Michael and Angela getting a visitor's visa. All he needs is a valid passport, and he needs a round-trip ticket and a visa to the United States from Nigeria. And usually, you would accompany a letter. Angela should write a letter and sign her name, saying, with her contact information, like address, email address, phone number, and, stating that she gives permission for Michael to visit her, Michael from Nigeria, to come and visit her, and that he's going to stay like 2 weeks or something, and that they're still waiting on their, I-130 alien spouse visa. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so U.S. Embassy and Consulate in Nigeria. They have a travel advisory level 3. I advise you guys to always check the U.S. Department of State website when you're traveling abroad to a country. You check the security and make sure that, you follow the rules. And always try to stay somewhere where they have security. So right here, U.S. Embassy Consulate in Nigeria. And then I'm just strolling down. It says, what is a visa? A citizen foreign country It's a citizen of a foreign country who seeks to enter the United States generally must first obtain a U.S. visa, which is placed in the traveler's passport. So, I mean, the reason why I'm covering this is because I have traveled abroad. I've lived in North Africa, in Egypt, for well over a year with my boys. My daughter was not accompanied with me at the time, but that's a story for another day. And so I know all about obtaining visas and having a passport and how, what is necessary to live abroad and what the requirements are to travel. So for those who don't know, if you have never traveled outside of the United States, you wish to travel to a foreign country, you must first obtain a United States passport. And the passport is not cheap, it's costly. Once you obtain the passport, then you will need to book a flight ticket. Don't get the flight ticket to leave like in a couple of days when you have not, if you don't have a visa yet or a passport, because you need to have the passport first, and then you get your flight ticket. And let's say if I was traveling to London, to the United Kingdom, and from the United States, and I'm just using this for an example. So I would make sure that my passport is up to date, and if I didn't have one, then of course I would have to apply for one. And a passport process can take a little while unless you have it expedited for a good reason, okay? Which means that, let's say the passport application typically can take anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks. But if you have like an emergency, overseas or something, who knows, they can expedite it. It's got to be something for them to support that. Expedited means for them to speed up the process. So instead of you waiting 6 weeks for a passport, because you would like to travel within the next 2 weeks, then you can pay an extra fee to get that passport sooner. So you guys, I really don't need to just continue to go over this. I just want to point out, I just want to ask, why haven't Michael at least take a look at the visa types? Why haven't he at least went and got a flight ticket to travel to the United States from Nigeria? Here we have tourist and visit. Those are visitors visa. They have business, employment visa, study exchange, and we see a lot of exchange students studying in the U.S., immigrant visa, and other types of visa. So if we click on tourist and visit, okay, so now we're at travel.state.gov. Now it says tourism and visitors visa. Let me pull it up, like I have it pulled up, and let me zoom in there so you can see that. It says visitors visa, visa waiver program, and then travel without a visa, and then citizenship of Canada and Bermuda. So right there it explains how to visitors visas for tourism, how to apply for that, and then you have visa waiver program. Basically you would just go in here and navigate and see which visa would apply to you, if it's depending on what the purpose of your going over into a country for, and then you would apply for it, and you will pay that fee generally online, because a lot of this stuff is done electronically. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on visitors visa. And you want to read all the details. They have visitors visa here. It explained that generally a citizen of a foreign country who wishes to travel to the United States must first obtain a visa, either a non-immigrant visa for a temporary stay or an immigrant visa for a permanent residence. Permanent residence would be the green card. Now, Michael or any foreigner that comes over here, let's say if a foreigner went online and applied to work at Walmart, Home Depot, or Lowe's, you know, these are entry-level jobs that where they will train them to work, and they don't need to have a degree. They just need to know how to read and write in English, you know, like at least speak the English. And so let's say if they came in on a employment visa, or the employer was to get the visa and sponsor the foreigner to come work at Walmart or Home Depot or Lowe's. Once the foreigner accepts the job offer for what they applied for, and they come here and live here, and they know where they, like let's say they move into a home somewhere and they have an address, they can do something that's called a citizenship adjustment, where they apply for right here for the permanent residence card, also known as a green card. That normally that's generally approved when they are already working and living in the United States. But if we're looking under visitor's visa, so let's say if Michael was to come here, he would, either he or Angela both would go online and apply for that visa. And they tell you about the appointment time. I'm going to include, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to include this link in this YouTube video. And, of course, it'll be uploaded to my other social medias like TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. But I'm going to include this link so that others can see it, just word of mouth that, that you need to, take advantage of the program. So usually, I wouldn't say take advantage of the programs, take advantage of the convenience of being able to navigate online and actually apply. Like, look, business B1, tourism B2, and then travel purpose not permitted on visitor's visa. So anyways, you'll just choose the ones that apply to you. I also want to point something out that, Michael lives in Nigeria, right? And I'm talking about 90 Day Fiance, Michael and Angela. Now, of course, we have some American airlines like Delta Airlines and Turkish Airlines that fly out to Nigeria. But Nigeria actually have its own airline. It's called Arik Air. Let me click on that. All right, and then it says, it's asking me to subscribe. I'm going to click no thanks. And then it says ticket scam alert. Okay, so those who don't know, before I get into the ticket scam alert, Arik is spelled A-R-I-K. So it's Arik Air. That is a Nigerian airline, and they actually have black palettes like Schwarz. Schwarz means black in German. So now it says ticket scam alert. The management of Arik Air has warned the public of fraudsters duping unsuspected customers seeking to buy or modify the airline ticket. The fraudster posed as a representative of the airline and asked the customers to make payment into a private account. Okay, so I'm just going to close that out so we know not to do that. So right here, so let's say, I'm just going to navigate. I'm sure you guys have booked, flights, if not internationally, at least domestic. So I'm at arikair.com, and so I'm just going to play around with this. So let's say that Michael is in Lagos. So I'm going to click this LOS airport, and then he's going to go to select an airport. It's going to be the United States, not to another African country. Select an airport. So from and to. Why would it just show Abuja, Benin City, Port Harcourt International? Let me click on that. I don't know what they have done, but they used to fly at least into London and to New York. I don't know what's going on. Let me pause for a moment. Okay, here are the options right here. One way, round trip, and multi-directionals. So let me click multi-directional, directional or round trip right here. So I'm trying to get it to select a, city in the United States, but it's not doing that. One moment. You guys, let's forget about Fly Arik Air. I don't know when they stopped flying in, Nigerian Airlines stopped flying into the United States and into cities like London. They used to fly directly into New York and to London, but it looks like they have been reduced to only flying domestically. As you can see, the choices are Abuja and Jos and Port Harcourt and Benin City and Wari, like Wari State. So y'all, I have flown Turkish Airlines as well, and I do have Sky Miles with them. Now, so let's take a look, and I'm just using this for example. So it's showing that I'm in Jacksonville. It detected that, and it's showing Jax. Y'all, we really don't, not in Jacksonville, Florida, but I'm actually in Jacksonville, Arkansas. JAX would be the international code, but y'all, that's for the Air Force, okay? So we have like an Air Force base here, and I won't be flying from the Air Force base at all. So technically, if I needed to fly, I would have to go to Little Rock to Clinton International Airport. So let me change that from Jacksonville to Little Rock. So there we have BH Clinton. It's not international, it's a national airport. Their airport in Little Rock, or the airport in Little Rock, Arkansas, is small. It's not an international airport, but it connects to international airport. We have foreigners that live here, so but here goes. So from Little Rock, Arkansas, and I'm just using this for example, to, how about I do it this way? Hold on, forget about Little Rock. So I just put in Lagos. That's the Murtala Muhammad International Airport in Lagos, Nigeria. And then ATL, that's the Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson Airport, ATL, in Georgia, okay, Atlanta, Georgia. And keep in mind, y'all, I'm just, this is anybody that knows, most people are familiar with doing things online, especially booking flights. So why hasn't Michael done this? Let's say Michael wanted to visit Angela for the 4th of July. How about we try that? So I'm going to put July 4th from Lagos International or Lagos Airport to ATL, which is the Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson Airport, okay? So then you would go to, this is, I did select round trip right here. You have round trip, one way, and stop over in Istanbul, multi-city. Okay, so we're just gonna go, click OK, search flights. Turkish Airlines is searching now. Okay, so here are the ticket fees here. I have pulled it up. It's showing here that from Lagos Murtala Muhammad Airport to Atlanta, that's Atlanta Hartsfield Airport. That's I'm just going to say ATL in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, where Angela lives on 90 Day Fiance. It's showing that Lagos to Atlanta on Thursday, July the 4th, which we know that the ticket prices is going to be a little bit more expensive if you're flying on a holiday or around the holidays, okay? So, like right here, Monday, July 1st, it would be $1,292. The prices just go up and down. If you wait till the day after the 4th of July, it'll be $1,700. Saturday on the 6th of July, $2,029. You see how the prices go anywhere from $1,581 all the way up to past $2,000. So, you know, the ticket prices vary. So you want to look for deals where you get the best price, you know, for that fits you. So, you know, when you're booking a flight, that the class is, you have economy, which most people fly economy. And then you have people who fly business. As you can see, business is more expensive than economy. You're all getting on the same airline, but it's just that if you're flying business or first class, you would be seated in the front of the not so much in the cockpit, but you'll be close to the pallet, to the cockpit as possible. And you might be able to get more, I wouldn't say more service, but maybe they offer you a better drink than what you would get for, you know, economy. But nevertheless, as you can see, depending on what day you leave, or, you know, looking at the itinerary right here, it shows that this economy flight just down here would be $1,924. They got 3 tickets left at that price. And then if you do business, it's going to be $5,172. Now, this was, I didn't even enter the return date. Okay, it was supposed to be a round trip or not. So I didn't even put the return date, but you guys, let me get ready to, I think I've covered everything. I'm going to get back to the video. And by the way, I don't own copyrights to 90 Day Fiance. My question is, the purpose of this video is why have Angela flew to see Michael repeatedly, and why haven't he been into the United States not even once? I mean, I would not make a decision. If I was him, I wouldn't make a decision like that to come permanently to stay with an older person, you know, without having to visit, you know, like, what is he going to do when he gets here to the United States? I mean, there's a significant cultural difference. We do have foreigners here. I live here in the state of Arkansas. We have foreigners even from Nigeria. You know, they work here. They live here just like anyone else. They even have like a Nigerian Arkansas Association in Little Rock. They even have like an Afro Bites food truck where they sell African food from Nigeria, like meat pies and jollof rice. And then they have like Kenyan greens, which is like East African from the Afro Bites food truck. And then they have like some type of Moroccan, I don't know if it's couscous or what, but I'll put the link down below. So we do have foreigners here from Africa, you know, and everywhere in the United States. But my question is, what would Michael do with Angela? What is their expectation for their relationship? Well, you know, is this feasible? How will he fit in, you know, into her life and with her extended family's life, like her grandchildren, as she mentioned in the video? So let's get back to the video. One moment.
I called an immigration lawyer. Before you meet my thumbnail, my goddamn order, I'm going to report this to the federal government. Take my phone! Take that phone! Get that phone! The f*** is this? Who cares about 2 dogs? Oh my God. I don't know, I need answers. I just need to go see where he's at. And I'm going to get to the bottom of this. And I'm not giving this phone back because I bought it. After the phone call with the lawyer, I'm not feeling no better, to be honest with you. Because now I got to make a decision. If he's really scamming me and he's a part of a bigger scamming ring, then I got to pull the visa fast. Because once he gets to the U.S., I'm financially responsible for him. Whew. How in the world did I let this get this bad? Everything I found on his phones are alarming. There's a sack full of money, pictures of older women on the chat, My private information, Social Security, tax. I gotta get some answers. You got the wrong American. This is about could be the last conversation I have tonight with my so-called husband. Michael? 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 How are you? Thank you for letting me see the phone, because I found out a lot of stuff. You want to tell me the truth, what I already know? That you scam me, or you embezzle money, and you're in a ring? Yeah. Hold up, let me finish. Let's stop playing. I don't know everything. Don't lie, because it's all here. Because you possibly could go to jail tomorrow. You understand this?
Jail for what?
Okay, I'm just telling you.
Tell whatever you see there. Tell me what you see.
I'm telling you
and I will
now.
explain everything.
Let's talk about the chop-off.
What is
And a
chop-off?
stack of money. The
Chop-off.
picture is delivered. A stack of money rolled up in files. I'm excited about it.
It is not money, okay?
It is money.
It is not money. Check the charts.
I did.
Calm down.
No, it's not.
Let me
down.
explain it. It
Okay,
was the
you
guy
know.
from the airport. I gave him the Wi-Fi to help me send to the
I
house.
was there, I know that.
And he asked me the cost of the delivery is 8,000
I
naira.
remember that.
So
I
what
was
are you?
there. Okay.
What is a wrap of money? When you don't know things, you ask and I will explain to you. There's nothing hidden there. The picture is my Wi-Fi box. I left it in Nigeria before we came to the Ivory Coast, and I had it sent to me. I'm upset that Angela has my phone. There's nothing I'm worried about on it, but if she sees something, she always thinks something else.
You broke United States law of giving my information for them to photocopy. And I got the proof. That's why you can go to jail over here, bitch.
There's nothing there. I told you I went to cafe, and I put.
No, this is on here, man. You had someone do it for you. You gave me my tax paper 2022, dude. And that has every information, my social. That is against the United States law.
You think I'm a fool that I don't know what I'm doing?
No, I think you're
Do
smart.
you think
No.
I'm
Let
that
me
I
ask
don't
you.
know
Let me back this up.
the importance of SSN, DOB, and all that,
Okay.
or social?
Hold on.
What are you talking about?
Okay. Go ahead.
The information you are talking about, I told you I went to the cafe, I made correction, I sent.
But when you go to the cafe, I'm thinking you're doing it your goddamn.
Yes, I did it. I arranged it, and the guy printed it out from the system.
Okay.
For my visa interview, I need to bring the required documents. So all this is part of the reason why I had to put all the documents on my phone. Why would I give somebody your information when I don't trust?
On a group chat and make money.
I am not making
And
any
all
goddamn
these
money. No, let me
You
explain.
say
to you.
goddamn
I
again.
am not making any money from there, okay? I am getting information to help us and get the visa, and we'll be together.
You always got an answer. I'm so tired of your lies.
I'm trying for us to
It
get
ain't
to
us.
be together.
You
You
get
are,
a
you all
group chat.
think is
They're all reaching out to you.
it's because we are all in the process.
You're a scammer, and you know it.
And
I
it's
tried to
not-
show you were good, you're not. You're not. And you know what? My government's protect me. This is why we can't get the visa. I called an immigration lawyer. And before you me and my family out of my goddamn hard-earned money for 57 years, I'll show you before I can tell you. Your whole chat's scamming. I'm going to report it. Whether I stay here or not, I'm going to report this to the federal government. Your whole team's going down. Look at me. I love you like no other. I'm not crying tonight. Am I? I've had enough. Tell security. Take my phone. Take that phone. Get that phone. Get that phone.
Next time on 90 Day fiance, happily ever after.
It is beautiful.
Look at Emily and Kobe from Cameroon. She looks so beautiful. You should see that. I've already seen this part. Look, she looked beautiful like a queen at her African wedding. Oh, wow. I gotta go back in there. Okay, it's not that 90-Day Fiancé. It's gonna be this one, Happily Ever After. One moment while I choose the right episode. There's an update on Michael's visa. Let's see, it's this one, not that one. We've already watched that one where, let's see, I believe that was where Kobe and Emily retied the knot in Cameroon. Okay, I just want to recap that the purpose of this video was to point out the visitor's visa. Okay, yeah, why haven't Michael traveled to and visit the United States on a visitor's visa? Because Angela has flew to Nigeria several times. I don't know how much money they pay those people on 90-Day Fiancé. Is there any compensation in there for them? And is it a steady amount, or is it like a one-time payment, or what? But he could have at least flown to the United States by just booking a flight ticket. And as long as he has a valid passport, then he would just go to the travelstate.gov website and obtain a visa, a visitor's visa. They usually like to have it accompanied with a letter from the person in the United States that you will be visiting, okay, which contains the American citizen's contact information. Y'all, there is a new 90-Day Fiancé out tonight, and it is the original air date was actually on June the 28th, 2024. This is the 30-minute clip, which is like a sneak preview of the big clip that will be out tonight. And it states that Season 8, Episode 16, first look, the Emperor's new, what is that? I got on my readers, H-O. I'm just going to read the description, okay? So for some reason, I can't see all of it because it's the way that it's typed here on the screen. But it says a decision is made about Michael's visa. Jasmine ditches Gino before rehearsal. Lauren and Alex something there. So let me take a look at that, and I'm going to click on it and see if they show the decision that has been made in Michael's visa. Let's see if he's coming to the United States or not.
Previously on 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After.
We want to welcome Mr.
I don't know if he's going to be supportive or if he's going to talk.
I know we have been thinking she will not be able to make our brother here very happy.
You should be like, what the can I do so you don't leave? So why were you on this group?
Because this process takes years. I get depressed.
See, you're supposed to tell me things like that.
I'm tired of being alone.
You sleep in the bed tonight. My heart's telling me to stay, my mind's telling me to go. My cooler's thing money. So I feel better than I have since I've been at this hotel. Do you?
Well, I feel okay.
Last night, I thought I was going to go back home to the U.S. and pull this visa. because it's just a lot. This has been a lot. But waking up this morning, I don't feel like I did 2 days ago. Because Michael told me for the first time that he was really lonely. He's showing me more emotion, more than I've ever seen in 6 years. But it's so hard to figure out the truth with Michael. And right now, I need to decide if he is telling the truth about everything he said. I need to know. This is a good thing for us to talk like this and not fight. And I'm listening to you and you're listening to me for what's from my heart, not my words.
Yeah.
But you have to prove to me that this is not what your intentions are. You always destroy the trust I have. And I don't want to not trust you. I feel like everything we've learned in couples therapy, it just got thrown out the window. Like, now we just got to start all over again.
She always think, like I'm shady, and for the fact that I don't tell her everything that go on with me. It's all my fault because of what I've done in the past by lying to her and But I believe it's a new beginning for us now. As soon as we get the visa and we start living together, hopefully things might change and she will start believing me. Gain the trust back.
I really feel confused because I do feel like you were using me. And putting all this together, what I've been through and all, like, we don't know when that visa's coming. What if we start fighting again? What if I find out something else again?
That's why I gave you the phone to check it all if you want to. There's nothing I'm hiding. Deep down, I truly love you, and I'm not using you for the green card or for the visa. Okay?
So I am going to stay to see about our visa. I don't want to pull it. But that doesn't mean everything's still okay. You know what I mean? We're getting there. It's a process. I want that chat of your phone going.
Yeah.
But just don't think I'm not watching you. Because I'm watching. Just because I'm smiling at you, I'm watching.
Babe, I'm tired of fighting you, hurting you, and all that. I am. I don't want any
Then
issue.
stop causing trouble. I need to stay for this visa because we're in a better place. We're not fixed. We're far from fixed. But we are emotionally connecting again. It doesn't mean I don't think there's shade. I do. But I believe it can change. Like, it doesn't seem like he's saying things just to make me feel better this time. This time, I think he understands. I'm his partner. Don't answer me like a test. Like you want to give me the right answer. And I felt the difference.
I'm not going anywhere. We are both here together for it. It's our visa, not my
So I
visa.
keep telling you.
It's our visa. Got you. Yeah.
You're way shorter than I thought you'd be. There's more Happily Ever After. Watch the full episode Sunday at 8 on TLC.
Hey, I'm going to end this video. I thank you guys for watching. I just want to point out that 30-minute clip, which was the sneak preview that aired on June 28th, is just a sneak preview of what's coming up tonight at 7 o'clock. And so that one will be titled Season 8, Episode 16, The Emperor's New Home. And then it says upcoming original air date, June 30th, 2024. A decision is made about Michael's visa. Jasmine ditches Gino before rehearsal, and Lauren and Alexi or Alexa, plans don't align. And then something about Manuel, and that's going to air between 7 p.m. and 9 o'clock p.m. tonight. It's a 2-hour and 1 minute program or show. So I'm going to get ready for that. So actually I was hoping that I could see something regarding if they have approved Michael's I-130, which is an alien spouse visa where the American brings their foreign spouse over. But all I saw was commercial, you guys. So I'm like, let me go ahead and end my video, and we'll see if Michael gets approved, because they're going to make a decision tonight, or at least we'll know the results tonight. So I thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next. Hi, you guys. I'm going to make this very quick. I want to cover foreign currencies calculator. I just decided to add this. Today is June the 30th, 2024, and the time is approximately 6:43 p.m. Here are a couple of foreign currency calculators that I pulled up, and these are some of the common ones. One is the Wanda, or OANDA, and then the xe.com. So I'm going to click on Owanda, however you pronounce it. Just one moment. So right here, just want to share this with you guys. For those who have traveled abroad, you already know this information, especially if you lived out of the country like I have. So technically, it used to be where more of the wealthy or retired middle-class Americans, they would oftentimes move to a third world developing country, like in South America, or to to India, which is in Asia, or to China, or to sometimes, but not often, to the Middle East, and definitely to Africa. And the reason being is because if you live in Washington, D.C., or the greater Washington, D.C. area, or New York City, or California, the cost of living is super high there. And so some of those who choose not to move to a state that is more, or city or town that's more affordable, they decide to take either their retirement check or their military check and go live in a developing country outside of the United States. So this is by default set for Euro. I'm in the United States. So I'm just going to type USD. Okay, and so I am under the United States dollar. And then I want to transfer it into, let me show you how much money, how the foreign currency operate. So let's say I want to transfer money into Naira, into Nigerian Naira. Shall I do Egyptian money? So I'm going to do Naira, N-A-I-R-A, Naira. There it is right there, Nigerian Naira. So that's for $1. So I'm going to do 100 U.S. American dollars. Put a period there. So 100 U.S. American dollars, when you transfer it, will get you $153,492 dollars in Nigerian money. I actually still have some Nigerian Nairas. Just one moment, y'all. So technically, the reason why Americans and Europeans, you know, end up in third world countries, some people don't like that word third world, they prefer that I say developing countries, is because that their money, their euros, their US dollars or Canadian dollars or Australian dollars, these, you know, we live in Western countries, right? I was born and raised in the United States. So our money is worth more when we transfer it into a foreign currency, for be it in Asia, Africa, the Middle East, or South America. So as I pointed out, if you have U.S. American dollars, 100 will give you back $153,000. You will see that technically celebrities oftentimes go overseas and live in these countries because, like, let's say if you're a millionaire But if you're living in California or New York, you know, like in the Trump Tower, so to speak, you might not be a millionaire in a few weeks because the cost of living is so high. You're going to supersede over $1 million. I want to point out to you that I do have a United States passport right here, and that I have foreign currencies as well. Now, I have traveled to Egypt, Nigeria. I've been to other countries like Turkey as well, Canada as well. But I want to point something out to you. Here are some Nairas that I still have. And do you know that they actually have started, that they have actually changed the Naira? I don't believe this is going to be a legal tender anymore. They changed it. You know, I'll try to put the link. I will put the link below. Just one moment. Okay, so y'all, Nigeria had like about a year ago, they changed their Naira notes to where the older tender was the older note was no longer a legal tender. So y'all look, I still have these from like 2012. Look, Central Bank of Nigeria, this is $1,000, 1,000 Naira, okay, from the Central Bank of Nigeria. And y'all know what? I actually had, let's see, that's 2000. I actually sent my father, Pastor Hurl on Sr., some of this foreign money. And I sent some to my late Grandma Rosie, who passed away about a year ago or so, okay? So as you can see, that in Africa, that their money is different from the United States dollar. So right here, they have the $5 bill from the Central Bank of Nigeria. And as you can see, it reflects their culture. This is 5 Naira, $5. And then here, they have $20. Naira, 20 Naira right here. This is what the bill looked like. And y'all, I don't know, they just had changed the bill. Like, so I guess I would just have to keep this for a souvenir because I'm not sure. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but they changed the legal money. The bills, they said that the older notes, some of the older notes would no longer be a legal tender. So that's the 20. This is 10. Oh, actually, this is Egyptian money right here. So, y'all, I had more Egyptian money than this. This is 10. This is from the Central Bank of Egypt when I lived in Egypt. This is only 10 liras, okay? Or you would say 10 guinea. See, that's in Arabic. For those who don't know, Egypt its official language is Arabic. Okay, so this is also an Egyptian coin. You see that? £1. It's wahet guinea. You see? The Egyptian Sphinx. I'll set it here on top of the 10. So, right there. Wahet guinea. See, the Egyptian Sphinx is on the coin. Wahet. Wahet means one. Guinea means pound. Wahet guinea. Now, so you guys, I just want to share with you all, just thought I would add this for the record, that the reason why you see a lot of Americans and Europeans going to Africa, not only to share cultures and things, you know, kudos for those who actually make it work and have a real relationship like Kobe and Emily on 90 Day Fiance, and like, what's that guy named from Ethiopia, Binyam and Ariel, I believe that's their name. So anyways, the bottom line is that I just wanted to share with you guys that I know a lot about traveling abroad. And my father, if I didn't say this before, I want to be clear. My father is still in the hospital. He's back in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. He's been back and forth to the hospital since like April of this year. And he just didn't sound like himself. So he is in possession of a lot of the money I sent him Nigerian Nairas when I came back from West Africa, and so I also sent some to my grandma Rosie. I also sent my father a cashew nut from a cashew tree, if that makes any sense. You know the cashews you buy in a can? They actually grow on a delicious fruit in Nigeria, and it grows on the inside of a shell. So my father has a shell with a real cashew in there for a souvenir. I just pulled it off of the fruit. Nigeria have banana trees, orange trees, cashew trees, coconut trees. They have pineapples and watermelon and cocoa yams and things that grow year-round, including corn, also known as maize, in their country. So I just thought I would share this for the record, you guys. So actually, I have been, I don't know, like misunderstood, but I just wanted to be very clear that, you know, that I am working on a few things and I have to get my companies up and running. I'm an honorable woman living beneath my means, and that the next time that I travel, I will travel not so much as far as leisure, but for business purposes perhaps, and I won't go into details about that. So just thought I would add this on as just something extra with the situation with Angela and Michael. So yeah, this is one of the reasons why a lot of foreigners come here to work, and they get their green cards and they join the military, or they'll work at a job and then toss in their retirement, their 401k plan, so that when they do go back to their villages and things, or to their country, they can live like a better life, okay? Because the U.S. dollars is worth more. I want to do another currency. Hold on, before I go. Let's do this. 1 second. I'm just pulling it up here. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna need a new laptop, okay? Because the button is messed up on this. So I want to point out, you know, another 90-day fiance person like Jenny and Summit. Y'all are familiar with that couple. Jenny is living in India. Remember, she is like in her mid-60s, and she married the young 30-year-old Summit from India. And this is one of the reasons why. So I have $100 US. I turned that into Naira, and we saw that that would give you 153,000. How about we try the Indian rupee? Just one moment while I type this information in. Okay, let's see if I can move this money back and get to... Let's see, can I get to the keyboard so I can type in India? We're going to go I-N-D. There we go, Indian rupee. So 100 US American dollar right there. And so you can actually want to be for sure, you want to put a period behind the 100, put that decimal there. Well, let's see. I don't know what's going on, you guys, but I'm not in the most comfortable position here. But I was trying to put the period here, and it's not. There we go. So you want to put a decimal, a period there when you're dealing with money. So the reason why Summit, or at least what's her name, Jenny on 90 Day Fiance forced Summit, pushed Summit to marry her, is so that she could take her retirement check. I mean, she's in her mid-60s, pushing 70, no disrespect, so that she can live off of her retirement check at a fraction of what it would cost her is if she was in America. So let's see, 100 US American dollars transfer into $8,335.59 in Indian money. So the cost of living in those countries is cheaper. People who live in villages in Asia, like the Philippines and India and in Africa, and in villages in the Middle East, they typically live off of as little as 100 US American dollar per month, and not to go exceed over $200 per month unless they are from a prominent family. So that's why. So if Jenny is getting a retirement check and depending on how much she gets, that money is, I'm just going to say, this is just ballpark figure. I don't know how much she gets, but let's say if Jenny was getting $800 per month, she probably get more than that. But this is just you know, ballpark figure. And she was living in California, $800 wouldn't get her anywhere per month. As we know, the cost of living in California is super expensive. But if she go to India, 800 US American dollars would give her $66,684 per month. But you know, even though being in a foreign country can culturally enrich your life, it's not the same as when you're in America, believe me. So you guys, I want to do the Philippines, okay? That's a country in Asia too. So let's go to PH. There it is, Philippine pesos. So if you take 100 US American dollar and you transfer it into Philippine peso, which is similar to the Mexican peso, you would get $5,832. And so technically that would be a lot of money if you are in the Philippines. Let's try another country, and then I'm glad to end this video for real. How about Taiwan? My godbrother, Carlos Jamel Harris from Fordyce, Arkansas, lives in Taiwan, Asia. And he's been living there. He speaks the language fluently, you know. So I'm just going to see. He's from Fordyce, Arkansas, you guys. So let's see. Taiwan. There it is. Taiwan dollar. So, so technically, if you have 100 US American dollars, that transfer into $3,249.62 in Taiwanese. And let me play around with. Let's see, what other foreign country you guys want me to look up? Let me we'll reset that back to 100 US dollars, put a decimal there. And then we're going to go to Egypt because I lived in Egypt, right? Bahabek, Egypt. I'm saying I love you, Egypt. Okay, so before I do anything, I need to put Egypt. EG, right here, Egyptian pound. So, I don't know why it keeps resetting itself. So, and go back in, put in 100. And as you can see, 100 US American dollars will give you back $4,799.64. So, y'all, this is called a currency converter calculator. This is how I transfer how I get an ideal as to how much money I'm going to get back when I travel abroad. So when you're at the international airport, you will notice that there's a foreign currency, what's it called? It's like a foreign currency exchange located in most, if not all, international airport. I know that Washington Dulles and Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, has it at Dulles Airport. And then JFK International Airport in New York. Okay, so however, I want to show you that if I went to the United Kingdom, I met a young woman by the name of Claire. She's from England. She's an Englander. She comes from there. She's British, from the United Kingdom. So actually stopped in the UK in London, and ate inside of the airport at a restaurant called the Giraffe. And I'm going to type in London, or let's see, London, L-O-N. No, that's Costa Rica. No. Let me just put the UK. I think that's going to get me a better result. So let's see, Great British Pound. And so we're going to take 100 US dollar, and you're going to see that it's going to give me less money. So 100 US American dollar equals $79.07. So you lose your money if you go to the UK. The America dollar's worth less than the UK. And I could do Canada. Canada's money is about the same as America. So I'm going to erase that, and I'm going to put in, I shouldn't have erased, I should have just put Canada. And I'm going to end the video, you guys. So let's do Canada. Canadian dollar, it's right here. Okay, so, and then we're going to go back to 100. Oh, Lord. So I'm going to do 100, not 1,000. So right there without the decimal. So 100 US dollars equals 136.78 cents of Canadian dollars. So 136 Canadian dollars. So your money value will go up and down depending on where you go. If you go to Europe, you're going to lose money. If you go to Africa, South America, Asia, the Middle East, you're going to gain money. So that's why a lot of people are going back to Ghana, Africa, not only to get their DNA tests, to connect back to their roots, but they're going to, in Gambia and different places in Kenya after they get their DNA test. But they're finding that for those who are served in the United States military or have a steady income coming in, like from their YouTube channel or somewhere else, that they're able to live without being stressed out by a lot of bills. So I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching. And I'm just going to put all of this up here, see if I can get some thumbnails or something. But I thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Hey, greetings from Jacksonville, Arkansas. Today is June 30th, 2024, and it is Sunday. Y'all, it's around 11:33 p.m. I'm just going to add this clip on here because, y'all, I would have had the content uploaded regarding my view of 90 Day Fiancé, and I was wondering about why he hadn't come in on a visitor's visa. Y'all, I just discovered that they done made a decision in Michael's visa, and that the shows that I've been watching for season 8 must have already been filmed, because y'all take a look at this clip here. Michael arrived in the United States, and this clip was uploaded by, it looks like Entertainment Tonight, and it was uploaded 4 days ago. Now, Angela tells Michael to put his jacket on because it's cold out there, and they got Christmas decorations. So this means that Michael has been in the United States since probably the end of December, or, you know, whenever we had Christmas. So what we've been watching are like the programs airing at a later date. So here's that program. And I thank you guys for watching. I just want to edify, I do not own any copyrights to the TV show 90 Day Fiancé that originally aired on TLC. So here's that clip uploaded by Inside Edition.
We're in the USA. You're in the USA. USA, baby. USA. Are you crying? And you better put the jacket on and hold this, because it's cold out there. We're in the USA. Let's see some patriotism.
See the Christmas decorations in the background.
Turn around, let me see. No dirt on it? Okay, you did good. Oh, how's it feel? Sexy, baby. Sexy Okumi. Let's go. We got
So Michael has been here since Christmas.
Is this real?
Wow.
Let me feel it. Oh, it is real. We've been through a lot, you know, and I appreciate my wife, you know, for her strong patience. She said she's not going to leave me until the visa gets approved. But to God be the glory, after the administrative processing, after 2 weeks, it has been approved. It was quicker than I thought.
We're home, Dave.
Yeah, finally. Home sweet home.